maybe to start off first, right? As we look at all this information, I want you to tell me whether you have seen or received any of these pictures, right? In your WhatsApp group chat, in your community, on your Facebook that you have seen. Pictures like this, like toilet paper that is going very high. If you have seen this, just key in Y into the chat for yes, I've seen this, I've received this, and people have sent it to me. And I want you to know something important with regards to all this information that we are being inundated with, that can be scary, that can make us feel like we are not in control anymore. So first thing that I want all of you to know, the first thing, right, is that it is normal to feel stressed and anxious right now, right? It is normal. If any of you are experiencing any kind of stress or anxiety or worries, I want you to know that it is absolutely all right and it's normal. And it is okay because this is something that we don't know anything about. When we talk about stress, right? When we talk about stress, if I can summarize into 3 key points, stress is normal, as I've mentioned, and I can't emphasize enough of that, right? Because a lot of times people feel that, hey, why is it only me? Other people are okay, I'm not okay. Am I the weird one? Am I the strange one? I want you to know that it's normal, it is natural, we all experience it, and it's definitely not a weakness, right? These are the 3 key things about stress that I want you to know. And if you are with me and you agree with me, can I ask you to key in N into the chat for stress is normal, that is natural, that we all experience. Just key in N into the chat so that, you kind of repeat my message and I know that you are getting this, that it is all right, it is okay, that stress is normal, is natural. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Shannon, Corel, Esther, Jing, Hailey, Yu Xing. Thank you for responding to this, and it is certainly okay for us, right? And the next part that I want to put a balancing view on this, thanks Kimberly as well for responding, right? The next part that I want to differentiate is, when does it become a problem? If we know that stress is natural, is normal, then we need to be able to differentiate, when is it problematic that I need to seek additional help? So on the screen that you see right now is a table, and I'm not asking you to start evaluating other people. So with this is to just give you a framework to look at how severe or when it becomes a problem. When you have more than 10 things that are checked in this list, that is when it becomes a problem, right? But another important thing that you need to know is that it must be used with these 2 key things, right? 2 C's I want you to remember. The first C is that there must be a change, which means that before you are not like that, but now you are like that. Is that making sense, right? That before you're not worried, you are very relaxed, but now you are more worried than usual, right? Before, you don't have difficulty breathing, but now you experience more difficulty breathing, right? So there must be a change. Before, you are not like that, and now you're like that. So I'm going to share with you what this vaccine is that can help you to buffer against stress and anxiety, that can help you to become happier and healthier in your life, right? To cope more effectively in that. And I call this the power within, because this is formed by the acronym P.O.W.E.R, P-O-W-E-R. And we're going to run through each of these individually, right? P-O-W-E-R. So the first one, that is the vaccine against stress and anxiety, that I want to share with you for P is to pinpoint to negative thoughts, right? Pinpoint to negative thoughts. Maybe just as a discussion, do you think we have more positive thoughts or more negative thoughts? Just key into the chat, plus sign for positive and negative sign, a dash for negative. Let me know, right? What do you think? Of all these thoughts that we have, on average, do you think we have more positive thoughts or do we have more negative thoughts? Just key into the chat, plus for positive and dash for negative, right? So let me know, what about you? So on that note, I want to share with you 2 key problems for us when we start thinking about all these things, we have more negative thoughts, we have a lot of thoughts, right? These 2 problems becomes obstacles for us in our day-to-day living. So the first one is overgeneralizing, right? Overgeneralizing. So overgeneralizing basically means that we overgeneralize to say everything is terrible, everything is bad, all the foreign workers are infected, all the old people are in threat, So overgeneralizing is one that we put a blanket statement to overgeneralize and say that everything is like that. So that's the first key problem. Because when we overgeneralize, it leads to the second problem. So I'm just going to ask you right now, in the chat, just tell me which of these 5 do you find most applicable for you? Just put that P.O.W.E. or R. Which of these 5 do you feel most applicable for you? So good, thank you for responding and being here with me. And I'm so glad that you have found something that is useful. And I want you to know one important thing. Although we spoke about all these 5 things, right? As long as you find something that resonates with you in this moment in your life, that is what you connect with. Because maybe right now in your world, in your life, is something that makes sense. And that's all right. Just know these 5 and choose 1 or 2 that make sense to you and continue working on it.